Now, as tensions between Iran and Israel rising, CIA Director William Joseph Burns landing in Tel Aviv for a 3-day visit. The trip including meetings with various Israeli political and military officials and reportedly in efforts of fine-tuning coordinations between Jerusalem and D.C., particularly regarding the possible renewal of the 2015 JCPOA nuclear agreement. CIA Director Bill Burns arriving in Israel on Tuesday and scheduled to meet with Prime Minister Naftali Bennett as well as various other defense and intelligence officials. Iran is at the top of Burns' agenda. Both Israel and the West particularly disturbed by recent Iranian attacks on international shipping routes, as well as Tehran's continued progress towards developing nuclear weapons, while JCPOA talks in Vienna stall.
הלא איראן הפילה מטוס אזרחי ותקפה ספינה אזרחית תוך הרג אזרחים ממגוון מדינות ברחבי העולם. המשטר האיראני מפעיל טרור על נתיבי התחבורה הבין-לאומיים. איראן מהווה סכנה ברורה ליציבות האזור, לשלום העולם, ואסור שהעולם ישלים עם זה.
Likewise, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken renewing promises to hold Iran to account, accusing Tehran of a recent and ongoing pattern of attacks and other provocative behavior, adding that the world cannot allow impunity. Iran, meantime, delaying the resumption of nuclear talks, while enriching uranium far beyond both the limits set in the JCPOA as well as what's necessary for civilian use. And Israeli authorities even claiming that Iran is less than 3 months away from a nuclear bomb, which, if true, confirms U.S. and European concerns that Iran's advancements have rendered re-signing the JCPOA an irrelevant act to begin with. Iran, for its part, however, throwing blame back on the West. Newly inaugurated Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi, aka the Hangman of Tehran, speaking to French President Macron in his first official phone call to a Western leader. In the conversation, Raisi blasting the U.S. for pulling out of the JCPOA and reimposing sanctions in the first place, adding that in any negotiation, quote, the rights of the Iranian nation must be secured and guaranteed, end quote. So with Iran's growing aggressions and hardball, if not stalling, negotiation tactics, CIA Director Burns coordinating with Israeli officials not just on security and a return to the JCPOA if possible, but on alternatives to the JCPOA entirely. Among them, the United States mulling easing sanctions on Tehran in exchange for a freeze on the more provocative parts of their nuclear program. Again, though, if Iran's nuclear development is as advanced as many experts think, no diplomatic solution will likely foil it at this point.